Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, our today's lesson is again related to the phylum Chordata. In our previous lesson, we have learned about the main characteristics of the phylum Chordata. Today, we will discuss the classification of the phylum Chordata. So, the phylum Chordata is divided into two main divisions. The division one is called the Protochordata or the Acrania, and the second division is known as the division Craniata. So, the members of the acrania are those chordates which do not possess the cranium or the skull. These are also called the lower chordates, and they are further divided into two subphyla which are known as the subphylum Urochordata and the subphylum Cephalochordata. And the members of the craniata are those chordates which possess a cranium or the skull in which the brain is present. There are included in the subphylum Vertebrata, and the Vertebrata has five classes which are known as the Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves or the birds, and the mammals. So in our today's lesson we will talk about the division Acrania, or about the lower chordates which are also called the invertebrate chordates. So the acrania are divided into the two subphylum Urochordata and the subphylum Cephalochordata. At first, we will discuss the characteristics of the subphylum Cephalochordata, which is composed of about 2 dozen blade-shaped animals known as the lanceolets, retain all the characteristics of chordates throughout its life. In the given figure, you are watching a lanceolet on the hand of a man. The next, they are exclusively marine animals. They are capable of swimming but usually are buried in the sand with only their anterior end bending exposed. The subphylum Cephalochordata characteristics are present throughout their life history. They possess all the chordate characters. They are filter feeders. Inside the oral hood is inside with the cilia, which are called the wheel organs. These cilia plus the cilia in the pharynx help in generate the water currents. Water and the suspended food particles pass through the oral hood, equipped with the projections called the cirri that strains larger particles. They feed by secreting a mucus net across the gill slits to filter out the food particles that are present in the water. Here you are watching the main features of the members of Cephalochordata. Next, we will talk about the second subphylum of the acranium division, which is called the subphylum Urochordata. It is commonly known as the tunicates. These are the sea squirrels. The figure given below, you are watching these sea squirrels. Larvae possess all the chordate characteristics, while the adult exhibit only the pharyngeal pouches. Marine, these are the marine animals. Some species are solitary, others are colonial. They are sessile as adult but motile during their larval stages. Possess all five chordate characteristics as larvae. Settle head first on the hard substrate and undergo dramatic metamorphosis, which involves the tail, notochord, muscle segments, and the nerve cord disappears. Adult body is covered with an outer envelope or the tunic. That's why they are called the tunicates, composed of the fibers of tunicin embedded in the mucopolysaccharide matrix. Tunic encloses a basket-like pharynx that is perforated by the gill slits. Tunicates are filter feeders. Plankton is trapped in a sheet of the mucus, and cilia later direct the food-laden mucus to the stomach. Water leaves the animal via an excurrents. Here in the figure you are watching the main body shape of the tunicates. Next, students, we will discuss the main differences between the subphylum Cephalochordata and the subphylum Urochordata. So these are the differences between the tunicates and the lanceolates. In the tunicates, notochord, tail, and the nerve cord occurs only in the larval stage, while in the lanceolates, all the four characteristics of the chordate traits are visible in the adult as well. So in the tunicates, during the adult stage, the pharynx will with the gill slits retain, while for example in the sea squirrels attached to the piers, and the boats, while in the lanceolates, both the tunicates and the lanceolates filter food from the water currents that passes through their gill slits. So this was the explanation of the acrania division of the chordata. In next lesson, we will talk about the vertebrate division or the craniata division of the phylum chordata. So this is all about that. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.